And we discussed the contempt charges against Merrick Garland, who is currently claiming, just like that judge, that the Constitution really doesn't exist. The DOJ is so vital, he claims, that he can't allow the Congress to conduct its constitutional oversight. First, address Garland's claim, then talk about the dangerous road America is on when the law is subject to people's politics.
Yeah, I think to be charitable to Garland, what he's trying to argue is if we disclose the video and audio information regarding the interview of President Biden, what we're going to do is we're going to chill the future process in which you want witnesses, particularly witnesses in the highest levels of government, to be open and honest during these inquiries. And so the theory is that if we have to disclose this information, it's going to chill future investigations. Of course, we know that that's not true because, first of all, he already produced written information, the transcript, to Congress. And as I said before, if any audio or visual material was relevant to determining what in the transcript was accurate or not, then they've effectively waived privilege for that material. Second of all, of course, is that the idea of a special counsel is something that should have been eliminated by Congress in the Special Counsel Sunset Act as part of the amendments to the Ethics in Government Act. And yet, through regulatory fiat, the last couple of administrations, I mean, mostly it was Comey who pushed this during his investigation, and then, of course, Attorney General Jeff Sessions. And then here with Garland is they're using regulatory fiat to create special counsels. That's, I think, the threat to the rule of law and the Constitution, is it effectively hamstrings any president from taking care that the law is faithfully executed, and it puts the Department of Justice as the commander in chief, not the president.
Well, Counselor, I think the reason why Merrick Garland is, this is just me, I have no evidence to back this up. It's just what I suspect, because I know that left-wingers lie. They always lie. It's a Salcedo Show axiom. I suspect the transcript that Congress was given about Joe Biden's testimony to the special counsel, that there are some perhaps omissions in that transcript. It's not the full transcript, and that the video would prove that this whole investigation by Robert Hur was just a sham from the very beginning, and that's why Merrick Garland will probably go to his grave defending the release of that. But that's just my speculation. Meantime, Americans watching this program are looking warily over their shoulders at a corrupt government, as we just articulated in our first story, very corrupt government. We're forced to fund. They're an adversarial government we're supposed to fund to take away our rights and our protections. When the federal government goes extra constitutional as it has, how can our people defend themselves?
Yeah, well, I think to your earlier point in your earlier part of your program, Chris, it is absolutely incumbent upon the American people to make sure that Congress is representing them. I know you're a guy who loves the Constitution. I love the Constitution. The original notion from our founders in calling House members representatives is that they would, in a sense, be the legal counsel to their constituents, that they would be kind of deputized by their constituents to take care that laws were written with their constituents in mind. And we've got to return to that image of Congress. I think we look at Congress when it exercises its oversight, it tends to look to the courts to enforce those battles. Well, that's already starting from, under the top. The best way to kind of assert your legislative authority is to realize that Congress does have a power to arrest executive branch officials. It has done that multiple times, and it is a useful threat.
And your point is so well taken, because when the Congress gives away its power to the executive branch, when it gives its power away to the administrative, as Jonathan Turley calls them, the fourth branch of government, the unconstitutional fourth branch of government, it's not Congress that's hurt. It's we, the people, who are hurt, because that is our power that we imbue to these representatives. And when they give it away, they hurt us. Daniel Epstein, appreciate the conversation. Thank you for the expertise, sir.